ForeFrontToday host DJ Quin welcomes Semoin Irving, turning dreams into stunning celebration. From a vision to reality, she designs every memory, every moment, every life, bringing dreams alive tonight. With a passion you can feel, every detail made so real. From the floor to the stage, she creates a brand new page. It's more than just decor you see. It's art, it's love, it's energy. Semsational, she makes it shine, turning dreams into moments in time. Every color, every design, bringing your vision to life. Sensational, feel the vibe. Celebrations come alive. Don't miss the moment. Tune in live. 7:30 Saturday night. From weddings to grand affairs, magic floating in the air. Every setup tells a story, every scene designed for glory. Through the pressure she stands tall, making beauty out of all. When you need it done just right, she's the one to call tonight. At this forefront today, we're bringing the light with DJ Quin on the mic tonight. WFR, feel the sound, inspiration all around. Sensational, she makes it shine, turning dreams into moments in time. Don't miss this interview live. 7:30 Saturday night. ForeFrontToday. WFR Sunshine Radio. Be there.
That's right. Be there, be there. We are here at 7:30 and into the 8 o'clock hour. We definitely are here to talk about some things that you ought to know about. I always say, know what you don't know when you don't know what you need to know. And tonight you can know about some things that you didn't know about because most of you might not know that we have a gifted woman among us in this mix right here. And tonight, I am taking this opportunity to welcome you all to the Forefront Today, and definitely taking this time to welcome in our guest tonight. We are stepping into the world of creativity, elegance, and unforgettable experience because behind every beautiful celebration, there is vision, right? Passion and purpose. So our guest tonight, joining us tonight, is dynamic entrepreneur and creative visionary, and a woman who brings dreams to the life and through design. She is the founder of Semsational Design and Eventz Planning LLC. Please help me welcome Miss Semoin Irving. And Simone, welcome to Forefront Today.
Thank you, Mr. Harlequin. Thank you for this opportunity to
Yeah,
showcase my work. I'm quite surprised at the number of. I was sitting here blushing. I said, "Well, he has a lot of pictures. You really did your research."
I'm telling you, I actually research my guests when I plan to have these interviews. I don't take it for granted when you guys come on and talk to me.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a pleasure having you. With how's the day been going so far?
Well, it has been wonderful being the official first day of spring. So
Yeah,
we have a lot to be grateful for, except the pollen. But I had a
right.
wonderful day. I hope I can say the same for you and the many listeners.
Yes, in Maryland we have some good sunshine here. Makes me feel like I'm in the country of my birth. Where we have only sunshine and rain. Uh,
Mhm.
Tropical weather over there in South America, the only English-speaking country in South America, Guyana. Do you know where that
We,
is? It's 3,000 square miles.
we are privileged.
Yeah, privileged to have two types of weather, rain and sunshine. But I don't want to keep you too long because there's quite a few things that we have to talk about. You, your
Okay.
business, and so we can start off by you telling us yourself about you and your business. All right, what inspired you and what made you start this event plan and design business, Miss Simone?
Well, as you would have announced, my name is Semoin Irving. I am the founder and creative personnel or director behind Semsational Design and Event Planning LLC. And my focus is draping.
Mm,
I started this business because, as you know, multiple streams of income. I've always had that decorative side that I love. I started in the catering and then I went to social work. And one day I was in Trinidad going through YouTube and I
mm,
happened to stumble upon this video with this woman talking about premium draping and the way she was expressing herself, and it caught my attention.
mm,
And I know when I planned my wedding in 2016, after then I did events, and everybody say, well, look, you're good at this thing. But
mm,
then I moved away from the catering and social work because of COVID and losing my job and so forth. And I began to focus more on the decorative aspect
mm,
of the draping. And I can tell you from then on, I have known their materials. We do different curtains when we decorate our home, but the draping aspect, it's a whole new world, something
yeah,
I've never known. I took classes since I'm in Atlanta, and there's so much to learn because putting together a backdrop is not just about having drapes and you place them, it is strategic.
mm,
So, and when you decorate somewhere or you do an event and the person come and they look at it and the emotional aspect, the expectation, when they enter that hall and they see what you've done and you stepping away from your design and looking at what your hands would have created, it's a spectacular feeling.
I could imagine. I could imagine that. Wow. So you could have done anything else pretty much, but you chose to follow up with it. I mean, what makes sensational designs and event planning LLC different from others, some other businesses that you might have been involved with?
Um, what sets my business apart is the strong focus on event draping technique. Um, it's more attention to details and the personalized experience I provide. I don't just decorate space, I decorate atmosphere. And from fabric selection, the layering techniques to the color blending and the structural design, every element that I put into it is intentional.
Mm,
It's also you prioritize the client's relationship, ensuring they feel supported, understood, and stress free throughout the planning process.
okay.
Um, my design is elegant, sophisticated, and memorable. It when you do what you do, you give the client the opportunity to enjoy the function stress free.
Hmm. Awesome, awesome. And that sounds like a whole lot to me. I'm trying to satisfy satisfy someone. I mean, you could have been doing a business that just cooking food and selling on the corner. You could have been doing fixing hair. You could have been doing cleaning homes and stuff like that. But you chose now to apply your skill, your art. Well, where in your life growing up that you actually thought that you could be such a person that you are today? Where this came from?
Um, Actually, I grew with my grandmother and in Betterforton, that's in Guyana on the East Coast. And the catering aspect of my life come from her because every Sunday she would bake and I'm always in the kitchen with her Christmas.
Mm,
And I think what happens when I left there, that side of me was always there, coupled with the fact that I like to help people, hence the reason why I studied social work. But the decorative aspect has always been there, and it's something, if I'm to weigh the scale, they both come naturally. When I stand in front of the my draping and you think about it, you put the thought process into play. Sometimes you would do your mock-ups and so forth. It's something that when you're working with the material, I work with different types of material. You have spandex, chiffon, velvet. It's a different feel, and it takes you to a different place because there's different techniques that you use and the strategic parts of where you place specific draping, the type of material to give you a swag or you know. So growing up with my grandmother, which I'm thankful for, would have brought me to where this juncture that I am now. And I
wow.
can tell you I'm enjoying it.
Kudos to grandma. What's her name?
Her name was Rose.
Rose. Kudos to Mama Rose, man. I'm telling you, you never know what your grandchild could turn out to be. You could be the vice president of the country. You could be in so many things. I mean, but you're not sitting on your giftings and your talents. But I always go to events like weddings, birthdays, graduation, retirement, uh, career fairs, and even repasts. And I see these backdrops, and I'm wondering, like, wow, it's got to be a lot of work to get it
It
together.
is.
Yeah,
It
tell
is.
me some of the events that you are actually going and present your skill set.
Well, my niche is engagement, baby shower. You have weddings, graduations, and proms. That is my niche.
I know, like today, my friend Janet's husband has a birthday. If you were in Guyana, she probably would hire you to do that backdrop for her husband's birthday party. Fidel is coming in for Kanji. I know she likes to keep a lot of parties. I MC most of our events, so I know she likes to keep a lot of parties. So now that you know who you are, I know she can be calling me. So where's that lady that you were talking to that make those backdrops, right, Finella? Gigi George is on with us. Remember her from the Gigi show, and she has her event coming up. She has this ladies retreat, and then she always keeps an annual signature event. She had a book
Okay.
signing the other day, and so there's lots of events that I get involved with. That backdrops really make a difference in these events. But I'm glad you are. you could explain your specialty and people can know where to find you later on down in the program. People will hear how to find you. But what has been one of your biggest challenges uh, as a business owner?
Um, what should I say? One of the challenges is that in starting off this business, there's no like capital. You build your portfolio and buy your dripping as you go along. You advertise because what I realize also is that in Atlanta, where I am, it's fairly new. And the thing is, in the service industry too, is that some people look at these things, the design, and they say, oh, it's beautiful. But then it takes a lot of work. And sometimes when you tell people the prices, it's like, whew, you know. But if you want to have a memorable event that sets you apart from persons when they walk into your event, and that takes center stage, because the simple, it some people might say it's simple, but it serves many purposes. So um that is one of the things I'm working on, because it depends on the amount of drips you use. That's one. It depends on the color scheme, and it depends on the atmosphere, where you're going, how far you'll go. And when people tell you, well, look, I need this design for X day, you have to get the materials in time. So it takes a lot of input, and you go in stages.
Yeah.
But the materials to the drip, it could be costly, but
Mm,
then you don't have a, like money set aside for that. So you're going one step at a time, and you put into it as you go.
hmm So some people would ask for the drips and then they would ask for balloons along with the drips, right? How does that collaborate?
Yes, well, what I do is that you collaborate, because while balloon is very nice, and when you stand back, but it's a lot of work. So I don't necessarily do balloons, but I collaborate with persons that bring the two designs together.
Oh, I see. hmm So you would have to have someone who you know is making balloons, and you guys
Yeah.
work together because timing is everything. And then she might take up your, or he might take up your space. You guys got to really collaborate with that space because it might be a
Yes,
little space in a corner somewhere, right?
we have to. And it
Yeah.
depends on the tier of the design that you're doing, and the
Mm,
amount of drips that you use, because you can do a backdrop within 45 minutes. You could do a backdrop within an hour. It depends on the time. And the thing here is that it's not like in Ghana where you have whole day, all night to decorate. Everything here is time.
yeah.
You have to be precise.
Mm,
So there's a lot of collaboration and coordination in order to
mhm.
get it done for the time that you have to work with, for the persons to start the event on time.
Yeah. A lot of times when I show up early to play music for people's events, the decorator, like you, might be in the hall still trying to get things up. A lot of times they have to borrow my height to get that dress up high enough in there. How do you make out with getting it to the highest point that you want to get it to?
Well, the backdrop stand that we use, it has, you can go 10 feet, you can go 14 feet, you can go 16 feet.
Okay.
But you scale it up. When you put on the drips, you mount it, you scale it. And if you have to go up, you use ladders.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure that safety comes first for you with your kind of work. Because some of us, if we fall now, there's no replacement part for us. So I don't want to have a situation where you try to make a money and then you have to go replace a hip or a broken bone or anything. And then they might not even find one for you. So be careful with the safety first, right? You agree?
Well, indeed, safety comes first, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends on the style that you use. Not every design you use
Mm,
ladders. Some are intricate, which you have to use.
okay. All right. So you're keeping it safe out there. And how about helpers? You doing this by yourself, or you have some people coming to help you?
Well, when that time arrives, I do have helpers. You have
Okay.
helpers in which you pay for the day. If you have, depends on how far you have to go and what you have to
Mm.
do. You have persons that you employed and you pay along the way.
And what I also see when I go to these events is that the decorators they come there with a U-Haul or a Penske truck with all the
Hmm.
stuff in one place. So that means you
Yeah.
have to hire a truck
Yes.
for that and get the items in the truck so you can get here early and then breaking down. Tell us about
Hmm.
that breaking down process. How accessible can you get closer to the event to get your items in and out quickly?
Well, it depends on the time that you have to work with. You set aside if the event starts at 6 and it finishes at 9, you show up at least by 8:30 and you're there. So when everybody is clearing up at 9, once they're finished, because sometimes the event do go overtime, you're there
Mm.
to secure your equipment and your drapes and so forth and get out as quickly as you can. So you're always on site before the program or the event would have ended in order to secure your stuff. Because remember, everything is a cost.
Awesome. So was there a time when you tried to hook your stuff up and you forgot a piece of item that you had to improvise?
Well, it happens, but trust me, it's not something that I want to be caught in because draping is funny. I have a apron that you use, and you have to have your measuring tape because you do have a lot of measuring. You have pins and you have everything inside of this apron. You have to have your pipe cleaners because it makes no sense. You gather all this drape, do your swag and all of that, and you realize, well, I don't have pipe cleaners, and time is against you. It happened once, but then you learn as you go along from your mistakes. That is not something you want to. That is why you have to pack everything before, have your list, take off, make certain that everything is in place. So when you show up, remember you alone doing this part of the event. Let's say you go somewhere that doesn't have a shop or, you to get what you want. That's not something you want to lapse at. Mm-mm.
So pipe cleaning, what is that? What is that about? Pipe cleaning. Are you gonna put
Um,
all in the pipe or on top of the pipe or
the
inside of the pipe?
pipe cleaner is I don't have one. It's a string or a
Okay.
little wire element.
Mm,
That is what we use to wrap or to secure the fabric, the drape to the stand.
okay.
It's very flexible. I did a video on it last year. It's very flexible. You reuse it and you keep it. So you use that every time you have to gather the drape, secure it to the crossbar. You use a pipe cleaner.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's quite an important equipment
You see what I
in
say?
draping design.
No, now you know why I say what I say. Know what you don't know when you need to know what you don't know. I'm telling you, man, you guys can learn some things here tonight. We're talking to the owner of this great new business, Semsational Design and Events Planning LLC. She is Miss Aubrey Crawford, and I'm definitely learning a whole lot tonight. I hope you guys are learning. If you guys have a question for her, please drop it in the chat, and please like, share, and I'm also on YouTube, guys. Please get over there to YouTube and subscribe so I can build my subscription. And I have another page I need for you to follow so I can be able to post it on my real official page. Look for DJ DEE JAY. Go over there and like me over there and follow me so I can have this broadcast going over there instead of being on my personal page. I'm trying to do the things that I should have done many, many years ago. Because I supported people in getting on these things, and then now it's my time. I need to really just, get my own channels and do some things that I've been supporting others to get done. You know what I mean, Mr. Irving? You kind of procrastinate on your own progress, and you push other
Trust
people like
me,
doing
I know what it is. I know what it is. But I guess there's no time like the present time, which is the right time.
of course.
Because as we would say, nothing happens before time. Maybe now is the right time for you, and then maybe you needed the exposure, you build
Yeah,
your
yeah,
network and
preparation,
so forth. So
preparation,
now it's your
recapturing for the
time.
examination. Of course, of course.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you so much for that. And so, Miss Urban, what advice would you give to aspiring event designers?
Um, I would advise aspiring designers to master the fundamentals,
Hmm.
especially in structure. Now, for me, fabric techniques and professionalism. If you have a skill, you invest in that skill. Once you can, if there's classes or you can do programs to enhance your skill, you do that. You build strong relationships and never compromise on your quality. You have to also understand the success, that success takes time. Nothing is built, Rome wasn't built in a day. Consistency, patience, and passion are essential. And stay authentic to your style and always be willing to learn and evolve.
Awesome. I believe that's some solid advice right there. I hope my folks who are aspiring to be designers will take that and run with it. That's for free, guys, on Forefront here today. What are your future goals for your business? Sir?
My future goal include expanding into a larger luxury events, creating educational resources and training opportunities for new designers. Maybe designing signature, developing signature designing collections, building a stronger brand presence. I would like to do it both locally and internationally, and also aim to scale the business through strategic partnership and maybe digital products and structural service packages.
Would you consider training new designers, equipping them with the skills?
Yes, that is something I'm aiming to do. Maybe in the future, write books about it. Um,
Mm.
I have a list of stuff that I'm putting together of where I want to take this business.
Okay. So since we're talking about where you want to take this business, what does success mean to you, Mr. Moore?
Um, Success means creating an impact, not just an income. It
Mm.
means me building a brand that is trusted, respected, and, you know, remembered in the future. Uh, it also means having the ability to inspire others, provide opportunities, support my family, and continue doing what I love while growing both personally and professionally. For me, success is when a client walks into their event and say, "This is more than I imagined." There's that special feeling that you created that, and help them to enjoy their event.
Yeah, you're a mother of three beautiful daughters. One who is um, probably folks didn't remember who she is, and she's the eldest, I believe, or the
Yes,
second
she's
eldest.
the
Is the
eldest.
eldest. Yeah, tell us about her. I mean, because I know you have your own celebrity, right? But you have a celebrity daughter in your family. Tell us about her.
Well, Shauna is my first, she was privileged to enter the Miss Guyana and won, and as persons would say, oh, you're so humble, you have so much to be thankful for. Indeed, and I love all my daughters and they're all doing well. I never envisioned that she would enter. I didn't even know she was thinking about it, but whatever they do, I encourage them. And, I am privileged. I am fortunate because my mom didn't live to see me. I'm the last of six for my mom. And I have my children, I have grands. So I have a lot to be thankful for.
Grateful you are, and talented you are. And because you're so talented, I'm going to take you into a segment that I call Rapid Fire. So now we're going to switch it up and have some fun right here on Forefront today. Are you ready, Miss Simone? You
Well,
think you might need you think you might need some water for my rapid fire, Miss Simone?
well, I might as well take the water
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and grab it. Go ahead.
because I
Well,
don't know what this rapid fire is about.
it's rapid fire time here on Forefront. Rapid fire segment. Simone, this is quick. Four things that comes to your mind. You ready?
Okay.
Indoor or outdoor event?
Both
I only need one, Simone.
indoors,
Indoors. Okay, good. Elegant or extravagant? Which one?
elegant,
Okay. Flowers or balloons?
flowers,
Okay, I'll take that. Big crowd or intimate gathering?
intimate gathering.
Nice. One word to describe your style.
One word to describe
Your style. Your
style,
style.
style,
Style, yes.
exotic.
Exotic. Wow. Y'all hear it, people? Exotic. All right, so moving along. Uh, who is your dream celebrity client you think you want to work for?
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. Ooh, that is what's that movie she came in? Get Your Groove Back. Is that what it is?
Mhm,
Ella got the groove back. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. I'd love to see you working for her. Because when you start working for her, I mean, I could possibly be the limo driver for you because I know you can show me some crumbs there. Yeah, but that's a big time celebrity to work for. So most important event detail. Which one it is? Most important event detail. What it is for you?
Hmm. Um, what I do, um, premium draping.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
say that again.
I said okay because sometimes I stun my guests with some questions, right? But what I need to
Mhm.
know from you, what is the most important detail? What's the most important detail of an important event for you?
Baby showers. I work
Baby.
with baby shower and engagements.
Ah. And what's the details for that particular event? That's an important one. What is important detail you think you need to remember or do, or the client needs to remember the most important thing about that particular event? Baby shower.
Well, it's the takeaway. You plan the baby shower, and they come. They give me the colors. They pick your event space, and
Mm.
I collaborate with you. We sit, you give me what you want me to do, and we have a conversation, and
Mm,
I take it from there.
awesome. All right, moving along. Favorite event to plan? You said baby shower. Is there not a favorite one that you would want to plan?
Engagement.
Engagement. Okay.
Mhm.
Most stressful moment in events. What it is?
Oh, stressful moments is when clients keep changing. They come to you and they said, I need this, and then they will come back and say, I need this change.
Hmm.
Have to stay
Nice.
focused because remember it's their day.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you order something and time is running out and it's not, it seems as though it's not going to reach in time.
Hmm.
Through it all, I just stay professional and sometimes you have to improvise,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I would
you
say
have to
that.
get the job done.
Of course.
So
Well, Simone, that's awesome. That's awesome. Finish this line for me. An unforgettable event must have what? An unforgettable event must have what?
an unforgettable event
Yes.
must have
Must
premium
have.
backdrop.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we can take that, right? My people, we can take that. Yeah. It wouldn't be nice without premium backup. That's a good one. You got me on that
That's
one.
the focal point.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to decor and disaster segment, right? So here we go. Decor or disaster. Last minute team change. What would that be? Last minute team change. You talked about it before. How would that affect you?
Last minute team change, it means that if I have a team I'm working with and it have a specific color scheme, that would throw me off because remember you're working with certain colors. So it means
Hmm.
now you have to go back to the drawing board and, put the whole design in another. You have to develop a new frame of mind and come back with the particular colors or the particular design.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that takes time.
Of course. Of course. But when you walk into an empty venue, what do you see first?
What do I see first?
Yeah.
You see the empty space, but you also see your vision as to when you set up your backdrop and put things together, you try to visualize the end product.
Hmm. Awesome. Awesome. I can take that. You're doing good at this rapid fire. You're doing well. How is she doing, my people? How is she doing in the rapid fire? Wendy Williams, how is she doing? Wendy Williams, she's a designer too, you know. Wendy, how is she doing in this rapid fire?
Say hello
Any
to
questions
Wendy
you have?
for me.
Oh, she said hello to you, Wendy. How is she doing, Wendy? Uh, so tell us, what detail do people underestimate most in draping and decorating for events? What detail do people underestimate the most?
The design, because for a lot of persons, especially the drapes that you work with, because remember we work with different types of drapes, and it depends on where you're doing it, if it's outside or inside.
Hmm.
It you may do one, well, rarely you do one tier. It depends on the event. You do
Okay.
two tier or three tier, and then sometimes people underestimate when you finish the end product. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, I didn't expect that. Because as I
Yeah.
mentioned before, it's not just putting drapes or fabrics together. You have to
Yeah.
be strategic in order to
Hmm.
get the design that you want because we place it in different zones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Awesome. This now is your 5 second pitch. Ms. Simone, are you ready?
my 5 second pitch.
Yes. Ready? I got it for you. Simone, here's the moment. Your 5 seconds. Why should someone choose your business?
Um someone should choose my business because I don't just decorate. I believe that, um, you know, what I do, I put my all into it. And, when you come to sensational designs and event planning, you have an event to remember.
Mm, awesome, awesome. I think you're doing just fine. I think I'll hire you when I'm doing my event. Uh,
Okay.
so please tell our listeners where they can find you and where they can book your services and all of that good
Well, I am in Atlanta, Conyers. I don't have a physical address as yet, but they can go to my um, IG page, Simone dot I am Simone. I dot am Simone Irving. I have my Facebook page, Semsational Design and Event Planning LLC. They can contact me on 470 or 470-485-3425. And we can have a conversation from there.
Awesome, awesome. We're doing fine. So that is said, I have it on the screen, which folks can see. Premium Draping 470-485-3425. Make sure you know that. Don't go to her if you don't want to preserve good memories, because she would definitely put her effort into preserving your event and giving you a good memory. So you've heard it tonight, though. Creativity, passion, excellence. Simone Orbit is not just planning events. She is creating experiences that turn moments into memories. So this has been a Forefront Today presentation interviewing my host, Ms. Simone Irving, reminding you to stay inspired. I'm reminding you to stay focused and keep pushing forward because your purpose is always at the forefront. And before I let her go, Ms. Simone, there's sometimes we don't always ask all the questions that you want to share with people. So what did I miss that you can share with us tonight? Go ahead and share. Ms. Simone, are you there?
Yes, you're breaking up.
Oh, I was saying there might have been something that I didn't ask you that you think I should have asked you that you wanted people to know what they don't know when they don't know what they need to know. So you can go ahead and share.
Um, how do I, for instance, like how do I bring a client vision to life? Like I said, you listen, you understand the client team, personality, expectation, and emotional connection in the event. From there, I create mock-ups. If you hire me, I send you mock-ups to see, well, what is it you want me to do? And the layout, the vision, while having your professional creativity and structure. You have a list of the materials that we use, um, the installation, there's attention to details and all these things, that goes into preparing or designing your backdrop before it's actually designed.
Hmm. Yeah, so the things I didn't ask her about, she's telling us, and I'm hoping you guys will consider her for your next event. Some of you need to renew your vows. Some of you
Ah,
need to be engaged so I can come play some music for you. Some of you need to have a retirement party. Some of you celebrate divorce. Some folks celebrate divorce in big,
oh
big
boy.
time. But you planning even that. You might need a backdrop. You know, some of you are graduating. Some of you are, just bought a new home and you need to have her come in and see how she can do something for your housewarming. So think about it. Think about your graduation, your retirement. You have a matriarch, a patriarch in the family. You want to celebrate them and you want to do your best. You're going to take charge of the draping and everybody else can pay for the DJ, for the food, but you can definitely have a connection with Simone, and you could handle that. You could tell her all that you want to get done, and she could come forward and get it done for you. So think about it, because celebrations must last, uh, a few hours. Celebration lasts a few hours, but memories last a lifetime. And that's what you want to
Mhm.
do here, Sensational Design Event Planet. So please make your memories last with good backdrops. And a lot of times when you go to events, people having a good time, you get to enjoy your event when you get to see the pictures, how the backdrop look, how people really admired the ambience of the event. And so backdrops, I think, is really necessary for events. So any last words from you, Ms. Simone, before I play you this video so folks can see all of your backdrops or some of it. At least I don't have all of it. I put along the ones I found on Facebook, but I'm sure you have more. But any last words, any encouraging words for my listeners in Facebook and YouTube? Go right ahead.
I just want to say is like me, if you have a skill, because of what is going on now, multiple streams of income is something that we have to look at. And I will encourage anyone, if you have a skill, expound on it. You just never know, because niche markets, these are how products come into play. I mean, you have an idea, and sometimes we toss it aside and say, look, I don't have the time, but you just never know where it can lead you. And if you have a skill, just put it out there. You just never know. It may look
Awesome.
simple, but you can have an income from it.
Awesome. Awesome. You heard it here first on Forefront today, speaking with the owner of Semsational Design and Events Planning LLC, who has a daughter who's a celebrity. Say hello to Shauna and the other two ladies. Definitely it was a
I
pleasure
will.
being with you here on Forefront today. And so people can see your work. I hope you stick and stay for another 3 minutes so you can see your work that I gathered for you, and folks can see it and they can get in touch with you and know where they can find you for the next event. So until next time, thank you for joining me here on Forefront today and on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you all so much for your patronage right here. Randy Williams, Gigi George, and Vanilla Green, and Janet Ben Duncan. Uh, I got another event coming up at 8:30. But this has been a pleasure talking to you. I hope I covered everything. Of course, you know all that you provide at Sensational Designs and Events Planning LLC. Tati, bye for now.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Forefront today host DJ Quin welcomes Semoin Irving, turning dreams into stunning celebration. From a vision to reality, she designs every memory, every moment, every life, bringing dreams alive tonight. With a passion you can feel, every detail made so real. From the floor to the stage, she creates a brand new page. It's more than just decor you see. It's art, it's love, it's energy. Semsational, she makes for glory. Through the pressure she stands tall, making beauty out of all. When you need it done just right, she's the one to call tonight. At this forefront today, we're bringing the light with DJ Quin on the mic tonight. WFR, feel the sound, inspiration all around. Sensational, she makes it shine, turning dreams into moments in time. Don't miss this interview live, 7:30 Saturday night. ForeFrontToday, WFR Sunshine Radio. Be there.
All right. Good night to you, Mr. Semoin, and thank you so much for letting me hear your business and talk to the people. Appreciate it.
Thank you.